Hello and welcome to the Multiplier program. Kathy and I are here to talk a little bit about why we're launching this program, why we've developed it, why we think that it's going to be the most amazing thing that messengers have seen for a long time. So Kathy, thanks for being here. Thanks for saying yes to jumping in and doing this program with me. Like, how long have we been needing something like this for ourselves and our clients?
I know. We've been working together, what, about 8 years now or something like that? It's pretty wild. And I think what happened was like suddenly we just decided like, why aren't we doing something together?
Right.
We partner and collaborate with our individual clients. And then it just made sense because we like talk about the same things that our clients needs. Like, why don't we just bring this together? I think two heads are better than one. And when two or more are gathered, that kind of, so we jumped in, and thank you for, I think you were the one, yeah, you definitely were the one to approach this whole subject. So
Yeah, well, that's been, true for us from the beginning, right? We met and we started working on projects, and then I needed help, and you're this amazing content coach and message strategist. And so, you've helped me so much with client books over the years, and then, we'd watch these clients develop these unbelievably powerful books and then go out into the world and do nothing. Like, this
yeah,
amazing transformational journey that they went on. Like, they're different people, and that's amazing. And also, their message is so beautiful. It needs to get into the world. And so I think it was me. I reached out to you last year to say, help, because you have all of this amazing expertise in PR and launching and moving messages beyond the book. So I'm excited to bring this all together.
yeah, and that's really what's missing. And I think we learn by our own mistakes. And when I wrote On the Mother Lagoon, Fly Fishing and the Spiritual Journey, like 15 years ago, I wrote this wonderful book, and it really was a calling card for my fly fishing business that I had then in South Texas. But then I did nothing with it. It just sat there. And it's still sitting there. Actually, I've gotten the rights back from the publisher, and I'm going to revise it, and then it'll be part of my message, because I believe that every activity is a transformational activity, especially writing, but fly fishing is as well. And so from that experience, though, I learned that we have to market ourselves. However, um, in launching Ignite Your Leadership last year with 10 of my colleagues from Jack Canfield's Train the Trainer program, all of us admitted that we have this fear of really stepping out into our greatness, stepping out and bringing our message to the world. And so we are afraid to be seen and heard. And that's what part of this, this part of the program is going to do, is help people get over that fear of being seen and heard. So not only are we going to look at those limiting beliefs, we're going to actually get into some actions on how to be seen and heard, whether it's writing our own profile pieces, learning how to take that message and pull out social media copy, learning how to pitch to bloggers and podcasters so we can really kind of have a bigger platform to play on.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. And I'm really excited to have both of us playing together, because we have such complementary experiences. Not just our superpowers are very similar, but our experience is different, right? Like, you've done more of that, like PR launching, moving things forward, pitching. And I've done a ton of helping people develop like signature talks and curriculum and design events and experiences and courses, and help them figure out, like, once I get it out there, what's the container that people go to? Like, what happens?
Right.
So I stand up in front of a room and I completely, do this amazing talk, and people come up to me afterwards and say, I want to work with you. Work with you how? Like, thinking that whole thing through with people and getting all of those things put into place so that after they're done pitching and writing and speaking, then they can actually monetize the message too.
Right.
So, and we both have done this amazing work with our clients and helping them to overcome all of that story that comes up as they're working through the writing and then speaking and pitching and all of that brings, like you said, it brings all of that other stuff up of,
Mhm.
wow, this is another level of vulnerability and exposure. And so what are the stories that I have around being that visible?
Yeah.
What are the stories that I have around, what it means to be a messenger? Do I have to speak all the time? Do I have to, I have a family that I want to be with, or I have a dance partner that I need to get together with, 3 times a week in your case, right? Like we have other things to do with our lives. And so I think that that's another thing that we are like, I'm really excited to see happen for our clients, is that they're going to get this like whole life experience where it's not just grow your business, get your message out there, go speak. It's like, how do you design a life that you're just so excited to wake up to every day?
I call that a writable life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, creating your writable life. And it's like, I have people who go, wow, it's really cool. I moved to Colorado 4 months or so ago now, but once a month or so, every 4 to 6 weeks, I fly back to San Diego. And one of my clients said, oh, wow, how cool. And it's like, yeah, this is what I choose to do. This is how I chose to create a writable life, to be
Yeah.
able to fit in working with clients, writing my own books, my novel, which we have a couple scenes to finish up, and then get it out and not make the same mistake that I did before. It was like, I want it to be seen and heard.
Yeah.
So I think what you and I really do is we walk our talk.
Mhm.
We've kind of, we're like Moana, the way showers, right? Because we've
Yeah.
already been there. We're in the trench. We are in the trenches. We do our own work, and then we partner and collaborate with our clients. And really, I look at it as it's a deeply collaborative experience where I really buy into the whole message, to the point where I get awakened with dreams.
Me too.
It's like, wait a minute here, I've got to sleep, but then I have to get up and make notes for my clients. It's like, I forgot that was part of the problem, of not problem, part of the package.
Right.
Um, but it is a buy-in, a full buy-in, and I really love my clients, and I love working with you and collaborating, because we have a cool way of looking at our projects and talking things out for our clients that we work together with. So
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's really one of the main things that I want people to hear about this program, because there are a lot of programs out there that are about, learning to build buzz and launch your business, launch your message, build a container for your, revenue model and all of that. And a lot of those programs are great. And I don't know about you. I mean, we have talked about this a lot, about people coming to us after they've been through a bunch of those programs and they still have kind of nothing to show for it
yeah,
except debt, right? Because they've spent a lot of money on these programs. And so one of the things that I really appreciate about you is that you are committed to playing the same way I am with clients. It's one of the reasons why I struggled for so long to even think about doing this marketing thing with people and teaching people how to multiply their message, because I couldn't find anyone who was willing to get in the trenches with me with clients and say, like, it's not, this is not how we're, going to do this. We're not going to give you a bunch of homework and send you away. It's
right,
like, come to a retreat, learn what you need to, implement it while you're there. When you're with us in those masterminds, short bits of teaching, and then develop content and send it to us by the end of the session. Like, we are going to move people so quickly because we both are really good at helping people not just get over the stuff that's there to get their shitty rough draft out, but once the draft is out, like what you and I can do with it, come on, like, people are going to be moving so quickly.
yeah. And what I really want to stress too is that we don't have a cookie cutter approach. We really look at the individual and what they want to create before we design a plan. I mean, some of the elements are similar, but it's never always the same.
Right.
And and
Yeah.
you
Which
know,
is good, because the people I've already been talking to about this program have very different visions. Like, different visions, different responsibilities in family life, different, it has to be customized to the person and the dream life that they want to create,
yeah,
because, it's awesome to change the world with a message, but it's terrible to go do that and then come home and hate your life. Like, let's get it all on the same page.
Right, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like it's important to have all of the elements of our life in play, and balance is, you know, always shifting. Sometimes we're going to work more and sometimes we're going to play more, but to make sure that all of those elements are nurtured.
Yeah.
And that's what we um we s- we practice in our own lives. And you know, we want to share that practice with our clients too, and so that they can take their messages really out into the world, transform this world, and make money doing it, you know, so we can live a happy life and a stable, financially stable and comfortable life.
You know what else I'm really excited about? While you were talking about this, I was thinking, God, these retreats are so fun. It is so fun to be in a group of, you know, in a small, intimate group of people, because we're not taking any more than 12 messengers,
Right.
because we are in the trenches. Like, we are partnering, we are helping you to develop this content. So no more than 12, because we've got a lot of other pans on the stove, let's say. And so 12 is what we've agreed we can handle at this point. And, you know, as I'm talking to people, I just keep hearing this like loneliness that they're feeling. Like, you know, some of them have arenas where they're out there and they're talking about their dream, but they don't have people that they can talk to and say, like, I'm really scared about this. Like, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure how to do this. I've never done this before. And so to have a group of people coming together to work on this, to become allies for each other, that, you know, they'll be working with you and I, but there will be a ton of time where they're shipping things, you know, content to each other to say, what do you think about this? Oh, remember that story you told me at the retreat? I think that needs to be in this bit of copy. You know, it just gets so much richer. All right, so let's talk about the details of this program, because oh my gosh, I'm so excited about how much we're going to be able to facilitate for these folks. So, the launch is we're going to start in January. And
Mhm.
January is like very much the foundation month where we're working on, you know, what kind of dream life do they want to create, and how does their message fit into that? And then we're going to help them strategize and kind of construct what we're going to be creating over the next 6 months.
Right.
So, you know, we'll have a few sessions to do that before, and then we'll have a sweet 7-day retreat where they're able to hop into a story development program that I'll be facilitating for the first 3 days with some of my clients, so they can jump in. And then day 4, it's like time to get real about what are we creating.
Right.
And you know, the idea of having a group of people co-creating vision together. Plus,
Mhm.
I don't know about you, but like the people who are starting to talk about arriving at this, like saying yes to this, they all have really cool expertise that I see kind of complementing each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, that's what I love, because it's you know, when that two or more are gathered, we get to, it's like a mastermind. Everybody comes together and becomes invested in helping one another, and that's really cool too. So yeah, so day 4 I'll jump in. We'll be meeting with our participants individually, and then we get creating that buzz package, and work on being seen and heard.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So there will be 2 retreats, one in January, one at the end of April. And then in between, we're going to be meeting bi-weekly in Multiplier Mastermind. So for 2 hours on those weeks, we're going to hang out together. We're going to do a little bit of teaching and training. Like, this is the piece of content that we need to create right now. Here's how to do it. These are the elements. Go. And then they develop it, they deliver it, and then we polish it, and we keep moving on to the next piece of content.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
excited about that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how it's going to go. And then once we get to April, then it's really about getting visible
Mm.
and starting to do all of that pitching and starting to find places to speak. So you'll have three months really of preparation, kind of getting the groundwork laid, and then 3 months of experimenting, pitching, revising, like, you know, how is this going to work for you? You won't know it until you kind of get into the process of it. So
Yeah.
that's basically the sum of the program. Lots of fun, lots of work that is, I promise it's going to be so much easier. I love when my clients send me that first rough draft and they get it back and they go, like, light bulb, I could do this really fast with your help. Like,
Right.
it doesn't have to take a long time.
Yeah.
And like I said, some of the folks that I'm talking to about this are, they want an event in the middle of next summer. So why not?
Yeah. Yeah. It's time to do it. It's time to start making that plan and moving forward on it because, you know, before we know it, it's next year already.
Exactly. Exactly. We're in November. How did that happen?
Oh no, November. How did we get here? And so it's a perfect time to be thinking about next year, how to, how you want to increase your visibility and about getting some support and joining us with and we'll have fun. I mean, we're going to do some work, but we're also going to have fun because I do really enjoy this. It's fun helping, and I know you do too, helping people bring their light to the world. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really what it's about. Like, you have something absolutely important to give to the world. We know it. And we know it because if you're here looking at this page, it's because we've probably worked with you or hung out with you in some way, shape, or form up until this point. So, like, we believe in your message and we want to help you get it out there in the best way possible, in the most powerful voice possible, and help you through the process of getting visible, really like dig in and embody your message in a way that is so powerful that it will surprise even you.
That's right. So if you have any questions, just reach out to us. We're here. Amanda and I both can speak to you together, individually, however you'd like to work that. And we look forward to joining you in 2019.
Yeah,